The 18th of May, Rabbi Furst, Halavovos, Heshbon Hanefesh.
Right. Thank you, Lou. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo First here, Yeshiva Tzaddik Yerushalayim here of Zoom. We're learning, as Lou mentioned, Sefer Havos Levovos Shar Heshbon Hanefesh. Shalom, I see Eliezer is joining us. Eliezer, good morning. Good Shavua Tov to you. Mitzvah Hashem. Okay, so let's see where we should begin. We were, I think, no, who's Mayor is coming in as well. Okay, so good, very good. We'll wait till everyone gets joined up here. Yeah, I think we're in the seventh of the 30. Good morning, Mayor. How are you?
Good
Shavua
morning,
Tov.
Baruch Hashem, Shavua Tov.
Okay, so good. So if you remember, I think we left off, we had started, we'll start again fresh with the seventh of the 30 Cheshbon Nefesh that the Sefer Havos brings down for us here. Um, yeah, I guess we can start with the seventh, as you see on your document. Yeah, any volunteers to read?
I do. V'hashvi'i cheshbon ha'adam im nafsho le'elokav bisnoi ha'avados.
Ha'avdus.
Ha'avdos. So the seventh cheshbon of a person for Hashem, for his God, on condition of his service.
Right, which really means a person, the seventh of the Heshbon is that a person should take stock with himself. Person's Cheshbon Yiramim, a person should consider for himself according in his relationship with Kadosh Baruch Hu, Elokov, the Tanai Avdus, meaning the stipulations of his relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu through the conditions and stipulations of servitude. That a person has should come to the understanding and the acknowledgement of his relation to HaKadosh Baruch Hu as being that of a servant to his master. And so there are certain conditions based on that type of relationship. So a person, we'll see, he's going to go into details about this. Person should realize the conditions which are necessary for a master-servant relationship to flourish, and he should consider for himself how well he's maintaining those conditions in his service to a Kadosh Baruch. Okay, let's continue on.
Yikabel al atzmo chovos ha'adanos levar
Leboiroi. Kibul al atzmo chayvus ha'adnus leboiroi. That he should accept upon himself the obligations of mastery of Kadosh Baruch Hu upon. Meaning part of what the person has to think about that Kadosh Baruch Hu, right? We've been discussing up till now. Kadosh Baruch Hu created him yesh miyayin from literally from nothing, from nothing at all, and made him into something. And our Kadosh Baruch Hu has formed his body how he's molded his intelligence and given him certain aspects of domination over the rest of the physical world around him, and his thankfulness and recognition of the great advantage of all those things. And above and beyond that now, he has to realize another aspect that he has a relationship which which has been forged between he and a Kadosh Baruch Hu, which is based on what we call avdus, servitude. That he's in this world to serve a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And so that's an important realization to make and a very important commitment to keep.
Ukavar Zicharnu Rovam Bashar Hashlishi Min Hasefer Hazeh. And already, it's already been mentioned many times in the gate of the third gate from this book.
Right. That these aspects of servitude, which a person has to Kadosh Baruch Hu, they've been mentioned. Rubam, the majority of these things have been mentioned already previously in the third gate of this sefer.
Yadar Sham Hamivakesh Shema. Let's see, and the understanding.
Well, darsham, like the elaboration, hamevake shama, that the elaboration of those things can be sought over there.
The elaboration of those things can be sought over there. Vayach shav im nafsho alehen be'es she yakir. His midas. Good morning. Tovos ha borei yisbarach alav. So, and he should think about his soul at the time that he recognizes.
Right, with himself. Yichashevim nafsho, he should think to himself on these things.
At the time that he recognizes the continual goodness of the Blessed One, who brings blessings upon him.
Right, that the most opportune time of thinking about these things in terms of is he keeping his part of the bargain and being a servant of the Kadosh Baruch Hu while he's alive in this world. The most opportune time to think about that is in the time yakir hasmodis tovus abore yisbarach alav. At the time that he recognizes, Shiaki recognizes the continual tovos, the continual benefits that HaKadosh Baruch Hu bestowed upon him. that so based on this we can make a an inverse deduction that the the reason why Kadosh Baruch Hu disposes upon a person goodness is that he should use that time as an opportunity to realize his obligations to a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So when a person has a abundance of intelligence and possessions, wealth, health, and he's functioning properly in this world. So that's the most opportune time where he should realize that this blessing of all the various different benefits that he's receiving from a Kadosh Baruch Hu continually, these things are being given to him as the opportunity to fulfill his obligations of serving a Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Uh, Behazmino to toa losav. What's toa losav?
To Olosav is like usually the ultimate benefits. The Toelis is a benefit. You got received some benefits.
Okay, so at the time when he is benefiting,
Uh, Hasmina when it's been prepared for him, like when he's yeah when he's receiving these his benefits, his rewards.
v'cham lasso alav uh, v'hasfiko kol hatzrich lo min mazon tadir v'lo hanicho lenafsho ulechalishos gofo v'hanigas eininav. Um, so let's see. And let's see. He has mercy upon him and supplies him with all that he needs for himself from the continuous source of produce,
Uh,
mazon, food.
yeah, right, right, substance, right.
Uh, and he should not leave for his soul to be weak, his body to I guess to weaken his body with uh, various matters.
Uh, Huggus in Yanu, right? That v'chemlosoi alav and Hashem's mercy upon him, v'haspikoi kol tzarcha loi, and the supply of all his needs from food continuously, the supply of all his food needs, nourishing me him tamid continually. Lo yaniach nafshel lechalishas gufo. He doesn't leave his soul to the weaknesses of the physical body, but through the various activities, meaning the body through its various activities will naturally become weak, right? But Akash Baruch Hu gives strength to a person in spite of the fact that all his activities are in fact weakening the physical body.
So it's saying that it's a necessity that activities weaken the physical body.
Yeah, that's very clearly the person. Everything that the person does is always going to expend energy. We have to replace those energies, otherwise the body is going to weaken. It'll weaken not only in terms of its energy levels, but its strengths will weaken, and its needs for nourishment are going to increase. And if they won't receive nourishment, they'll continually get weaker.
Right. V'ho ilo b'chachama uvishakol uva uvavina. I don't know. V'ho ilo is to elevate.
He benefit. I think Hoyle in this case means he benefit. He benefits. So Kadosh Baruch Hu is benefiting the person
with wisdom, and intellect.
Actually, tell maybe better. Maybe he's assisted. I would maybe better. He's assisted through wisdom and seichel and intelligence, ubina and understanding.
Bina, understanding. Yanhig Bahem Ein Nenav Vadai Viada Chovos Elokav Alav. He behaves with them in a way that he recognizes that he has an obligation to Hashem.
He's behaving. He behaves behem through them. His 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 activities. And he'll realize, he'll know, not realize, he'll know, he'll know the obligations of his God upon him. Kamo, Shamar David of Shalom, just like David, peace upon him, said.
Abdika ani havi nanai. I am your servant.
Right. Avdecha ani havineni. I mean, when we look this up, this is a statement by David Melech, right? That Avdecha ani, I am your servant. Havineni, give me uh, understanding that how I should fulfill my obligation to you, Akamina Kadosh Baruch Hu, as a servant. So David Melech is asking Kadosh Baruch Hu that he should have mercy upon him, that David recognizes his role in life as being a servant to a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and he was asking for divine inspiration to enlighten him in the ways he should fulfill his obligation to serve a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So this we see here a very big example. Those people that accomplished the most in this world, right, were those people who were in fact the most humble and the people who cried out and asked the most of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Those who asked the most of a Kadosh Baruch Hu received the most from him, and by receiving from a Kadosh Baruch Hu, they were able to accomplish more than other people, because they realized the source of their success in serving a Kadosh Baruch Hu is by first acknowledging that they have an obligation to serve a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and within that context, they prayed that she should be fortunate enough to be shown and enlightened in the various different ways of fulfilling their obligation to a Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Okay, weiter.
Yeah.
Okay. Chashichir ha okay me me adonav simane tovo sav vaha rapos beneath shoe goshen vigufo v'chol tino avo sav. So I want you to recognize the meeting from Medoniv. I don't know this word, Medoniv.
No, it says V'kishiyakir ha'evid ma'adonov simani toivosov ha'odfim v'nafshoi v'gufoi v'kol tenuoso. When a person, well, not a person, but when a servant, right, shall recognize that Adonai from his master, he is receiving special favors, extra special favors for himself and for his physical well-being, called to nos and all his activities. Right. So if a servant will recognize that his master is singling him out and disposing upon him extra special favors and advantages, both physically and spiritually. Shuhu mashkif alav tamid, that the master is continually, continually maskifulav, observing him. Yedu, Niglosav, Nistarov, he knows, the master knows all of his revealed activities, Nistarosov, and all his concealed activities. With Shomer al Kol Nuzaza, and he is watchful over all of his activities.
So we're up to Vyoda,
Yes.
Niglosav, and he
That's
knows what's Niglosav?
right. Everything revealed.
He knows that which is revealed, Vanis Tarosav, and that which is hidden, Vishomer al Kol Tino Osav, and he guards everything that is Tino Osav, I don't know.
He's watchful over all of his activities, all of his movements, literally his movements.
Movements. Ukoshar Osam Se V'asorav. And he tied them
Kosher osam yisurav is we make the in Birkas Hashach we make the bracha matir asurin, right? Matir asurin. He unties the bound, right?
right?
Matir asurin. So matir is to untie, and kosher is to tie. Osam bar isurav. He ties him in bindings, in bounds,
I'm sorry, he ties him in what?
in chains.
In chains. Umoshal Bahem. And he rules in them.
He rules over them.
He rules over them. Vitzoras Nisi Ono. Nisiono is tests, trials.
Yes, right. With umosho behem v'tzuros nisuyono ubechinosoi behem hatir lo l'mishtamish barover. That through tests and choices, through tests and choices,
Through tests and choices, B'ma she hasir flow was what he gives permission to him. May hash tamesh to use Ba'av Rav, Be'evarav, in transgressing, in
No, these are Varav in his limbs, meaning he's meaning through tests and choices, he's testing the person to allow him to use his limbs, his limbs, his physical body.
the Harashahu, Viha Ivras, Meha Ivras. Um,
Right, that he through tests and choices, he allows him to use his limbs. V'harsho, he permits mahavaras machshavosov through, and he permits through the uh, thoughts of his mind, mitzuroiv katovos haros, through the image, the thinking of those things which are good and bad. Person is put in a situation where he's given various different choices and tests to use his physical body in the proper way. That's number one. And also, even in the mental frame of things, he's given various different thoughts. He's permitted to use his thoughts either for good or for bad.
so he's permitted to use his thoughts either for good or for bad. Um, Vayisir Masach Haseklos Bo Me'elav Vayilbash Ksos Hamorah Vahav O Shas Imenu Vahava Bo. Um, I don't know. Um,
That that v'yichashev b'mesiras haTorah v'harosa al ma sheyesh bo ratzon elokov, and right also through he's given the opportunity through using his mind to think about the Mesorah Torah, the traditions of the traditions of the Torah, Maharasa, and its perspective on what is the Ratzon of the Kadosh Baruch Hu, what is the Ratzon of his Creator. Kabtsinu alav, and what he should kabtsinu, what he should wish he should uh, achieve, what he should achieve.
V'yisur V'yisir Mesach Hasechlos bo.
Just did we skip a line maybe? Umashi kipsinu lav umishtamesh bekol pinos gufo.
Oh, that he should use all of his
Pinois gufo,
faculties,
pinois gufo are all the abilities of his body.
all the abilities of his body. Ukechos nafsho, and the strength of his soul.
Right, right.
Bima sheyimtza bo, with that which he finds in him, chen be'enai adonav vayik vayak rivluhu ella alav, so that he finds in himself grace.
Bekochos nafsho and his abilities. Ubema shimsa belchein beinei elunav mikruvu alav, in that which will grant him to have favor in the eyes of his master and to draw close to him. Meaning the energies, the capabilities of his body and the abilities of his uh, soul have been given to him in order to be used to find chen in the eyes of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, his master.
Va'az yivo ohu ha-tovos hagidolos v'ha'orim ha-gidolim meha Elokim.
What's that? Do we skip the line? We yisor mesach hasichlos, right? Yisar masach hasichlos bo ma'ala. Yalvish ksus amoira v'chavoshes mimenu ba'avas boy.
Okay, so
He should yasir mesach hasichlos bo ma'elav. He should remove yasir. He should remove masach, the veil. Masach is a veil. Hasiklos of foolishness from upon him, right? He should remove the veil of foolishness that's upon him. V'yalbush ksus hamoira v'chavoshis mimenu ba'avaspoy. That he should lilvosh, he should um, be clothed in a garment of fear and humbleness from HaKadosh Baruch Hu and come to love him.
we come to Moshe.
Va'avabo, va'ava, and come to love him.
Come to love him. V'hachafetz b'ma shehu rotzeh. Chafetz is desire.
Right, and his desire, the person's desire should be that of which Hashem desires.
V'az yavo ohu Hatovos, Hagdolos. And then I don't know, Yuvo who.
Az yavohu hatoivos hagadolos v'orim gedolim me'elokim. And therefore, and or subsequently, and subsequently, they will come upon him great benefits and great insights from HaKadosh Baruch.
From Hashem, Bo'or, Nafich, Yehalachon. What's Yehalachon?
That Kemoshe Kasev, as it is written, Hashem, Ba'or Panecha Yehalecho. And it's like a request, Hashem, to the Or Panecha, to the countenance of his face, they shall go. This, if you remember, we say this after Tikkiya Shofar and Rosh Hashanah. I don't know if you have a machzor of Rosh Hashanah nearby, but you see that this is one of the statements we make right after the Tikkiya Shofar. And after on Rosh Hashanah, for the Tikkiyas Miyushav, the first set of 30 that we blow on Rosh Hashanah, that are blown after the Kriyas Torah, so the Sefer Torah is there on the bima, and we take out the shofar, and then after the Kriyas Shofar, we say several psukim. This is one of them, and then we start with the return of the Sefer Torah to the Aron, and then we get ready to say Musa. Okay.
Open and closed.
That Yomer, and then another, but Ya'er Hashem Panecha Elecha Bichuneka. And this is part of Birkus Kohanim, I think, right, Mayor?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. So you see that these two brachas are fulfilled, especially in the one who is subjugating himself to Kadosh Baruch Hu. He decides that what Hashem is interested in happening in the world, he wants to be part of that. He wants to be fulfilling his purpose in serving Kadosh Baruch Hu. He asks the Kadosh Baruch Hu for the necessary knowledge, intelligence, and wisdom to realize his obligations in this world, and he sets out to fulfill them. And if that's the case, he'll get a very strong influx of siyata d'shmaya to fulfill his wishes, which are in fact the wishes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Only makes sense. It's only logical. A person has been created into this world to fulfill his mission in this world. And if a person realizes that he does in fact have a mission in this world, so he will try and ask from Hashem that he should have the energies and the strengths and the clarity of thought and mind to be able to see clearly how to fulfill his obligations. And Hashem will send do ways that the things Hashem wants to accomplish in this world will be accomplished through him. Okay. All right, maybe it's a good time to stop. We came to the end of this paragraph. So that's good. Okay, very nice. Thank you. That's good, Lou. So we're starting tomorrow with the paragraph starting with Ikar HaKol.
Okay,
Thank you, Lou.
Good.
Okay, we'll take a
Stay,
short break
Lou.
and we'll return shortly with the Sefer Mishnah Brura.
okay. Let's see.